Mother, Father, Goddess, God, universe listening, all the children of earth, female and male, listening and those not yet listening, but who we also act on behalf of. This is a continuation of a ongoing connection to our humanity and to our spirituality of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. We began a special period of celebration, or time of celebrations, on July 22nd, which is MarIamMa of Magdalla's generally recognized feast day, and we have said that her Riszen feast day is every day, and because she shares that feast day with everyone. And I am the Riszen cousin, Kazina. I am the Riszen Kazina, not the only Kazina, but currently the first, but not last or only, Riszen COSAVE Kazina of MarIamMa of Magdalla and Jesus of Nazareth, who were themselves Kazina and cousin, because the number of families of that period of time were intertwined, and they over time, and they were not very distant Kazinas and cousins, as are all people on earth. Right now, you and everyone else on earth is at most 50th Kazina or cousin from everyone else. And if you are descended from this line, you're likely even about 4th or 5th cousin, Kazina and cousin. So we're all very interconnected, very interconnected. Humanity is one family, one community. We have deluded ourselves by our processes of separation, which are caused by the lack of balance of gender in our interactions. And because of that lack of balance, the connecting and nurturing understanding of humanity becomes depleted over time in every generation that practices patriarchy instead of balance of gender. And it tips that series of generations toward illness, social chaos, illness, war, environmental catastrophe, and every manner of ill, and failure to realize the divinely endowed human potential of all of us. I am with you, COSAVE, a risen MarIamMa Sophia Christ, a cosmic Christ, it's been called. I think it's important to also include the name MarIamMa Sophia Christ, because although we consider those names, MarIamMa and Sophia, feminine, they also have an aspect within men. And indeed, some of our original deities named Mar were not gods of war, they were gods of agriculture and plenty, not war, of peace and plenty. It becomes morphed over time toward destructiveness and war when the female fails to rise, and when the male is not aware of that's importance and does not help her rise to full equality. And each gender has a little bit of speciality to it. The genders are not identical, obviously. Females have 10 times the estrogen that males do on average, and males have 10 times the testosterone that females have on average, although females do have some testosterone and males do have some estrogen. So it's all about our interactive balance as to whether or not our society extinguishes itself, as most civilizations do, if they are embedded in patriarchy, or is sustainable. The two longest lasting civilizations in the world were the Vedic civilization of India and the Pesafean Minoan civilization that was centered on the island of Crete in the Mediterranean. We have with us the light within all our hearts. And this is my most beloved family, the great and grandchildren of my great and grandmothers, and supported in this effort also by the great and grandfathers, all coming through me, channeled through me. And that is connecting me with every family on earth. And we have with us the marvelous and miraculous budding flowers in water. And these are fresh. And we have with us the milk of human kindness, which I drink for all both in each and all the family and community on earth. And we have with us a glass filled with water, symbolically showing the suns, the moons, and the stars, which are suns, that interconnect the entire universe and its living planets that we want to reconnect with and connect with as we become a sustainable society. And we have incorporated this, and I'm not using that as the name of a corporation, I mean it's in the existing bodies of the people of Earth, the New Millennial Golden Rule Co-Federation of Earth and Planet Zillions. And we drink to the water that is so necessary to life on all living planets, and that is brought forth into a cycle of living balance with the balance of the suns and the moons and the stars. And we have with us the beautiful rainbow fruit that we are, all the colors of the rainbow. And we have in this bowl, this round bowl, white chocolates wrapped in gold, the Millennial Golden Rule, to help us understand that the purity and the sweetness of our souls is available to us. And we simply need to follow the New Millennial Golden Rule to bring it about. So, I'm acting on behalf of the ones whose name mean ever young flow, the one whose name means love is, the one whose name means daughter of Venus, butterfly, the one whose name means myrtle, star of the heavens, the one whose name means resurrection, the one whose name, like mine, means the mother you of the rule of light and mercy and wisdom and flow, and also the one whose name means Riszen, and many, many more whose names all, as your name, have holy meanings. Each of every human being's name is generally related to a goddess-god figure in ancient past, and or processes of nature, or significantly sacred places to people as they carry their abilities throughout our planet. And so if you look up the meaning of your name, you'll see that you have a sacred purpose embedded in your name. And you can fulfill it by simply sharing the New Millennial Golden Rule and enacting it in your local global Congress, which is your neighborhood. You can read the New Millennial Golden Rule at your neighborhood and your extended family and their neighborhoods. You can read the New Millennial Golden Rule at 5050now.wordpress.com, and also our 11 simple steps to bring it about quickly. We are against nobody. We are for everyone. The problem is that after embeddedness in patriarchy, many people convince themselves that they have to be against somebody. There is no reason for that, and it isn't the will of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. The Mother, Father, Goddess, God, as MarIamMa of Magdalla and Jesus both said, wants us all to love one another. But we have to do that in some prioritization. As it is written, the last shall be first for a while, so then all can become first in spirituality. And spirituality and sustainability are essentially the same thing, because they're both blessings of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. We have done ceremonies this week again, and we will be continuing them. You can call into this broadcast, and right now the line is open at 1-213-416-1560, and the access code is 877-907-160. I'm an everyday kind of COSAVE. There's nothing that special about me. I am a little bit intelligent, and I am a little bit very caring. In fact, I'll put that in the more appropriate order. I'm a very caring person, and I'm an intelligent person. Both. These are common sense gifts of the Mother, Father, Goddess, God. I have love and I have logic. And I know that a human family that thinks that its decisions can be made by alpha males is heading toward a brick wall or a cliff, whatever you want to say. It's heading toward disaster. As long as we language that only alpha males are our leaders, then we are causing our own lack of common sense and destroying the rainbow of talent that is in the human family, especially that of the females, which has been so truncated and suppressed and marginalized and trivialized. The nurturing and connecting talents, the peacemaking talents. As long as women have low self-esteem and don't empower one another, humanity continues in this situation. And most importantly, too, as long as men don't act like they don't know this is going on and it has nothing to do with them and it's a woman's problem and not their problem, we are headed toward disaster. Men have to lift women up. It has to be like the situation that should have occurred that would have prevented the Civil War, which is that the plantation owners should have realized on spiritual grounds that they needed to free their slaves. We in our humanity need on spiritual grounds to understand that we have to count our women and free them from a second-class situation, and our women and girls. And we also, by doing that, free most of the men in our world too, who, once the women are downtrodden, become nothing but exploited figures of a few alpha males. Even these alpha males have everything to benefit from the new millennial golden rule. It hurts no one. It will extend their lifetimes many, many-fold in a sustainable and much more beautiful planet and interconnected with other planets, instead of a dying planet where they, at best, can only hope to die on top. We're not going to do a lengthy broadcast today. We're just going to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We're going to say we will celebrate and re-celebrate all birthdays and holy days. We're going to do this locally and globally and be able to come to every city and every town and every village in safety, all of us. And we're going to, whether we do that by telecommunication or in person, it has to be a beloved process in both ways. We're going to extend this to every neighborhood and every extended family, which is your family in your neighborhood, the local global neighborhood that is our planet. The new millennial golden rule is simple. It's simply the Panchayat Raj, the genuine progress indicator, and the circle process all combined. And those are the three conceptual ingredients, and the presence ingredient is you, and you females, especially standing up for one another and oneself, and you males understanding the need for you to uplift the female, or your own future is compromised and destroying itself. And the female and the young, We are especially focusing on females and youth, people under age 37, female and male to begin with, but older males are welcome to listen, and then they will also have their day. We have had some kind of court proceedings to judge patriarchy, but we do not judge individuals. This is a system that hurts individuals and everyone in it. So it is the system that we want to look at and see how actually easy it is to change and overcome and re-evolve, so that we're no longer chimpanzee-like, but more like the bonobos, only we call it bono how to be goddesses and gods, living goddesses and gods, the anointed ones, the living Mariam Sophia Christ. We all have this within us. It isn't that difficult. The congresses will continue on Tuesday, and we look forward to your coming with us. You can read about it at 5050now.wordpress.com. Check out the section on congresses and scroll down to the second millennial MarIamMa Congress, and you will see the information that you need. We wish you every blessing. We send you every blessing. We act on your behalf. Forsake ye not my new millennial golden rule, my law. Every blessing.